Hello my loves and welcome back to my channel. Today's video we have a new pick a card reading all about your June 2024 month ahead prediction. But before we dive into it, I wanted to give a huge shout out to Keen, who are the sponsors of today's video. If you have not heard of Keen before, they're essentially a huge online network of psychics and spiritual advisors that can help you answer your life's questions. And a couple of the things that I really love about Keen is the fact that they are online, so no matter where you live in the world, no matter what time it is, you can log on and browse through available psychics that range from different prices, and you get to choose the amount of time that you want to spend with a psychic. And personally, I've found some really accurate psychics on Keen, but what I would highly recommend is trying out a few different ones before choosing the one that you spend your most time with, because each psychic reads a little bit differently. Each psychic also has an about section where you can read more about that psychic and see whether or not you're going to connect with them and resonate with them. You can also check out the reviews to see other people's experiences, and I would highly recommend preparing your questions in advance as well. That way you can make the most of your time with your psychic. And if you are interested in giving Keen a try, you can actually head to my link trykeen.com/gem to get your first 5 minutes for only $1. And again, that is trykeen.com/gem to get your first 5 minutes for only $1. The link will be down below in the description box for easy access. And thank you so much to Keen for sponsoring today's video. And without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right back into your June 2024 month ahead prediction to find out exactly what you can expect happening for you in this next month. Hello my loves and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is our June 2024 month ahead prediction. So if you are curious what you can expect through the month of June for you in your personal life, in your love life, in your career, all different aspects, we're going to be diving in to get as much detail as possible for you. And if you are new here, welcome. We do tarot readings, and the way that this video works is I have 5 different groups in front of me, and you're going to use your intuition to find which group that you are the most drawn to, because that is the group that's going to hold all of your prediction for the month of June. Over here we have group number 1. This one has a beautiful piece of red coral on the top of it. So if you are drawn to group number 1, that is going to be your pile. Group number 2, we have this beautiful piece of blue Kyanite on the top. Group number 3, we have some Mookaite Jasper. Group number 4, we have some pink Tourmaline. And then group number 5, we have some Carborundum. I always forget how to pronounce this, but it'll be written down below. But anyway, those are our different crystal options today and our card options. So again, depending on which one that you are the most drawn to, that is going to be your pile. There's timestamps linked down below in the comment box as well as the description box, so that you can skip right ahead to your personal reading for the month of June and all the different energies that you can expect through this next month. I'm so excited to get into this reading with you and for you. And if you need help tapping into your intuition, one thing that you can do is close your eyes and wait for a number between 1 and 5 to pop into your head. And the first number to come in, that is your intuition speaking to you, and that is going to be your relevant pile. I also want to quickly mention that tarot is a tool to look into what we are currently manifesting and what we are currently attracting. So you are not bound by anything that you hear. You are not fated by it. You are not destined by it. It is just a tool to look at the current energies that are accumulating, the path that you're currently on, but you have free will and you can change anything at any time. So I also just want to quickly mention that. I haven't mentioned that part in a video in a little bit, so figured I'd throw that back out there for any of you who are new here. But thank you again so much for joining me in this video. I am so excited to get into it with you and see what Spirit has to say and reveal to you. And let's go ahead and dive right into today's video. All right, so my group number 1s, if you chose this one, this is going to be your reading for the month of June. So let's go ahead and see what you can expect. Okay, group 1s, we have a big reading over here. So we start off with the 4 of Pentacles being reversed. This one indicates that there might be something that you have felt unstable with, and the Knight of Pentacles also right next to it just shows this sort of maybe resistance or something that we've just felt like insecure about. And the Justice card that we have here, the month of June, you are going to be balancing something that you have felt either worried about or maybe you were concerned about. You are completely finding balance and peace with this situation this month. So for one, this could be like a money situation, like perhaps we felt like our money there just keeps being expenses on expenses and things like that just keep happening, and maybe we've been worried about our money, this would be the resolve of that, and this would be things rebalancing so that we feel like we're on track again. This could also be getting rid of overspending if we felt like we've been doing that lately. This is again the balance, bringing things back on track so that we can even that out. This could also be other things that have made us feel unstable, like this could be instability in our living situation, or maybe our career. Maybe there's been a little bit of instability there and we were unsure about where things were gonna go. And Justice being your center card, I just see you stepping into so much more of your power this month, getting the answers that you need, getting to the point of something. And maybe there's something that you've needed to like bring up or take action on, or learn more about, or ask questions about, gain clarity on something. It seems like that was around this situation, and the month of June is bringing in all the opportunities for you to gain clarity on that so you can close that out. And if you have felt as if that you've been putting in more work than what you've been getting out in something, good karma is coming in. Justice always symbolizes good karma, and anything that has been out of balance for us is coming back into balance. And it's also interesting, I chose to put the scales on today's reading, and then we have the scales so perfectly right here. It's very Libra type of energy. So if you know any Libras, they might be a prominent zodiac sign in your life this month. They might be somebody who's helping you gain clarity, or maybe they're involved in whatever this imbalanced situation is, and perhaps there's some balance happening here. Maybe even you are a Libra, right? So this Justice card just indicates that good karma is raking in, things are balancing out. If there's been anything that you've also felt like you need to get off your chest and just be honest about, this can also represent that this is opening up an opportunity for us to be real, for us to be authentic, especially if we felt like we couldn't be in the past, and maybe we just felt a lot of resistance around being ourselves or being open and honest about what we were truly actually going through and dealing with. This is just all of that clearing. It's a huge clearing month. By the end, or not even by the end, honestly, I'm hearing around June 10th, 12th-ish, that is when this whole resolve and balance is gonna come. And I feel like you are going to be just thinking like, whew, I'm so glad that's done and over. I don't need to worry about that anymore. I don't need to focus on that. And it's just sort of like this fresh start where, it's like a breath of fresh air for you. And that's happening, definitely Spirit saying around the 10th or 12th of the month. We do also have the 5 of Wands being reversed, and this is the resolve of conflict. So also, if there has been any conflict, this could be internal conflict, or it could even be external conflict. But however it's showing up in your life, when this card gets reversed, it also indicates that we are really facing those things and putting out those fires, putting out those battles so that it doesn't need to continue more and more and more. So I just see absolute fresh beginnings. It's so beautiful that we have the Justice and the Fool card upright. These are both major arcana cards. So there's major things that you're learning from both of these different sort of other types of situations that you've been dealing with, like this one where we felt kind of maybe insecure or unstable in some way, and then conflict. You're learning from both of those situations in such a deep way. And I'm hearing from Spirit, it's like good karma is on its way. If you've been thinking or wondering like, why does all this keep happening? Why does all this keep accumulating? What am I doing to attract this? Spirit wants you to know that good karma is on its way. Anytime that we have to go through like a bout of turmoil or something negative sort of pops into our life, there is a beautiful sense of karma in the world. Nature always likes to balance itself out. So nature is going to balance itself out, and Spirit just really wants you to know that. And yeah, the Fool. So one thing I'm seeing is if this was career or money related, I'm really seeing like justice will be brought to that. You will be given that raise, more money will be flowing in for the work that you've been doing, but Spirit wants you to know whatever you put in, you will get out. Sometimes it might take a little bit of time, but it eventually, karma always repays. So anyway, The Fool card over here, there is a brand new beginning, especially with the resolve of conflict. Especially if you've been really hard on yourself and maybe there's been a lot of internal conflict, maybe even indecision on something here. Ooh, the word indecision, especially since this is right next to our Justice card, indecision. Justice, you are absolutely coming to a clear conclusion of what you need to do, where you need to go, and what you are going to do. Anything that you've been undecided on, you are getting your clear answers. We are putting that other chapter to rest. It's in the past, and the Fool is a new beginning. It is a brand new start. It's a fresh start, a new beginning. The Fool feels free. He feels adventurous. He feels a little bit even like wild, and like there's like this vast openness where he can explore, he can go on entirely new paths, new adventures. And I feel like that's what's opening up for you around the end of June. I'm hearing June 26th is like maybe a prominent date of where this sort of like new fresh energy is really going to come into play. Maybe you're going to feel really good around this time. You know, it could be a couple days before, a couple days after. Again, these are general readings, but I'm definitely hearing like June 26th might be a sort of general time frame of when this sort of Fool energy is coming in, where we just feel like I'm stepping into something new. And the Fool, when he's upright, has such a positive energy around it, and we might even feel like we're stepping into the unknown a little bit, but it feels good. It feels adventurous. There's like a zest, and there's even a little bit of like a wildling type of energy to the Fool, because the Fool's ready to take a risk. He's ready to like take a leap of faith on something. And I see you doing that by the end of the month, and having much more like confidence in yourself and feeling ready to maybe say yes or open up a new door. So that is what's coming through there. Let's go ahead and dive into some more cards to get some more information for you for your month of June. I'm also seeing better balance in your life, because Justice with the Scales is also about balance. So if you've ever felt lately like things have been imbalanced or unequal for you in some way or in some area of your life, I see you putting your foot down to create more balance, to create more boundaries. Oh, Justice is so much about boundaries, especially when it comes to conflict, either again, internal or external. Justice is like, we're putting up the boundaries. I'm no longer allowing this old behavior or this negative thing to continue perpetuating in my reality. And Justice is really good at putting her foot down, creating these boundaries, and creating more balance, because she does not like to be out of balance, right? When we tip those scales, it's difficult, it's hard, we don't like to be there. She's the balancer of the scales. And the sword here indicates coming to decisions. It indicates courage to cut away what no longer serves you. It indicates courage to get directly to the point, especially with the things that we say and the things that we might need to get off of our chest. That's what the sword represents. So yeah, that is what I'm seeing for you. That is like one of your main energies in the month of June, is just you stepping into this justice situation. This is a time for you to speak your truth, to put an end to things that you've been worrying about, or things that have been on your chest or on your mind that need to get sorted out. We also have radical acceptance. I think that this situation that might be like festering, or maybe you're worried about it, I feel like you're coming to this point of being like, I just need to accept this and then move forward. I need to accept something, and then that is what's going to set me free. If I accept it, I can then breathe through it, make new decisions, move forward, and through those new decisions, rake in entirely new, different experiences that will not be the repeat of any of these old things. So also I'm getting a very like wildling energy from Freya as well. She's kind of like a hunter. She's like in her wilderness aspect. And I just feel like this is you coming out more into your own like wilderness, sort of free warrior, huntress kind of energy, where you're much more like, I'm going to hunt down the truth, and I'm going to be so determined and much more forward. We also have the card of healing. So there could even be conflicts that we are healing. This could even be our relationship with ourselves too, especially if this is like an internal conflict. If this is regarding another person in your life, you are bringing justice to the situation, you are getting your answers, and it is going to be so healing for you and liberating for you. Justice is also equal to the word liberty, so it's like liberation, right? All types of energies along the lines of freedom, bringing justice, putting your foot down. So a lot of that's going to be the main energy for you. Occasionally, justice can also represent legal matters. So if there is anything that you are dealing with within like legal documents or other legal things, this is a month of taking care of that, getting that done, and getting to a point of a resolution, right? Conflict being resolved here, coming to conclusions, getting your answers, and then being able to move on and heal, opening up a new chapter. So I just want to mention that for any of you who are dealing with anything like that. I just want to throw that out there since justice can also indicate that. So let's see what else we get here. My group ones, what else do we have? The month of June for you. We do also have communion. This one makes me feel like you are going to be surrounded by people who are really there to support you and to guide you along. I also think that you returning back to, or, you know, maybe even just stepping more into spiritual faith, spiritual connection. I'm hearing like prayers will be answered. Just trust it. Your prayers are being answered. Let's trust that. And I see you also just tapping more into your own spiritual faith. And I feel like having that internal faith in your life and through the month of June is just going to be so beautiful for you, because it's leading you all to this Fool energy, which is all of this freedom, opening up, huntress energy, this very much more wild, free, adventurous energy. Like we can let go of all the baggage that we were holding on to, and we can feel so much more free. The Fool, one thing I'll say about the Fool is he also represents getting rid of unnecessary clutter, getting rid of unnecessary baggage, and letting it go so that we feel lighter. We're able to be more flexible. We have more room in our day and in our physical life and in our mind, our mentality. So there could even be different things that you're doing within the month of June that are going to help you feel more liberated and free and light and roomy and spacious. And it's like you're getting rid of any weights that have been on you. And the end of June is just feeling, again, so much more free, so much more liberated. So let's dive into some more cards here for you. The month of June, my group ones, let's see. The month of June. Ooh, I really feel like all three of these cards are wanting to come out. Let's see what they are. So we have bondage. Wow. So there was definitely a situation that you felt trapped by. And you felt like you didn't even have your own sovereignty or freedom because of this situation. This is something that you are resolving. This is like Spirit really wants you to know this is being resolved. You're getting your answers this month, and it's also up to you whether or not you're willing to face that, to resolve that. But I really just feel like you are, because justice is right here upright. I just feel like you are just so ready to face it, to see it. And yeah, we also have cooperation. So if any of this involves other people, I actually see this turning out really well. People being accepting and cooperating when it comes to figuring things out, getting the answers, and then also being like accepting the outcomes, right? And being able to open up fresh doors. I'm also seeing that you're going to be surrounded by people that really, they want the best for you. I feel like you have either like a really good support team of friends or even family members that they really, really, really want the best for you. And these people are going to be very helpful through the month of June. And I think it's going to be so nice to have them around you. We do also have the card of trust. So being able to trust in it. And I also feel like this is trusting more in like your faith, your beliefs, and knowing that yes, you absolutely deserve a happy ending. You are absolutely worthy of that. There's nothing in the universe that is saying like, oh no, he or she is not worthy of a happy ending. We're not going to do that. There's nothing like that. And I really want you to know that, because Spirit, I feel like, is coming through right now so much to tell you that happy endings are totally within your power. You are getting through this situation. Like, Spirit just wants to give you so much encouragement and so much love right now, and to also begin to trust, because you are meant to feel free. You are meant to feel light and good and confident and reach success. Like Justice and the Fool right here, this is like, and also our Freya energy, healing and moving forward and reconnecting and finding your people that you're meant to be surrounded by, and moving into so much better times. I'm just seeing like this opening of much, much better times ahead, because there's endings of these like struggles, these conflicts, these hardships. And I'm just seeing that this is a month where a lot of answers are coming through for you, which I think is going to be very beautiful. So let's see. What else do we get for you? My group ones for your month of June. Angel of Love. Oh my goodness. I'm getting this feeling like you are actually going to feel very loved this month. The people around you, I feel like, are going to be so loving, so supportive. I feel like you have people that you can really rely on for their love, kindness, and support. Angel of Love is also making me feel like there's a new spark of hope and a new love for yourself as well. Ooh. If you have felt out of touch with self-love, this is a month where I feel like you're also going to get so much more in touch with self-love. Romanticizing more of your life, romanticizing more of every day. Finding the beauty and the joy in every day. We also have the world, and the world indicates conclusions for one. And it also indicates, for one, it can indicate travel. It can also indicate doing something more on a worldly level. You might get inspired by a bigger picture of something. Also, this could be the understanding of the bigger picture, especially if you felt lost or confused on a subject. This is sort of the bigger understanding coming through. You finally getting to this point of like, oh, I can easily forgive and let go and come back to a place of love because I see the bigger picture. I'm seeing the entirety of it. Long distance friends or family members or other people might get deeper in touch with you in this next month as well. If you do have any travel plans, this would just be confirmation that this is going to be a very positive time if you do have any travel plans through the month of June. And it's the wrapping up and the endings of an old cycle that are now leading you to the Fool, which is all of that new beginning type of energy. The healing, the new beginning, the opening up of more. And let's go ahead and see any last cards that Spirit would like to show for us. And then we're going to dive into our astro dice and see these zodiac signs that are going to be the most prominent for you. So my group ones, what else do we have for my group ones for the month of June? Okay, we have multiverse. Ooh. Oh, and this is kind of what we were just talking about. So this says expand your mind, quantum travel, the big picture. There is going to be big picture understanding coming through in this next month. Anything that you've been really needing clarity on, or if you've been asking the question like, why is this happening to me? Why is this giving me resistance? Or why is this not working out the way I want it to? The big picture is going to be coming through in the month of June, and you'll have a much, much clearer, deeper understanding of everything. I feel like you're also gonna have a much clearer and deeper understanding of where you wanna go next, which is why we had the Fool card, because this is like opening up literally a new chapter, and you're gonna get clarity of exactly what you wanna open up next. More passion is coming out because of this new chapter. I think you're seeing the bigger picture of what it is that you want to do, create, be, and have. And it's opening up a world more of possibilities for you. I think that you're expanding so much in possibilities. Expand your mind, quantum travel. One thing I'll say about that, So I did mention travel here. So there could be an opportunity coming up through the month of June regarding travel. I just want to mention that. Quantum travel can also indicate a quantum leap coming up. I feel like you are preparing yourself for a quantum leap. And a quantum leap is when your manifestations happen so quickly that it's like, whoa, what? It's that. So you go from maybe, where you're at now to all of a sudden making such a big shift that things happen so quickly that it's like shocking. And to other people, it might look like overnight success. But for you, you know how hard you've been working at this for how long. So there could be something like a big thing that's about to happen that's now accumulating because of the shifts that you're doing in this next month that are going to then bring in for you. And I feel like this is going to happen before the end of 2024. That this quantum leap is going to happen, where certain things that you've been trying to manifest are then going to come in very quickly. There's a big quantum leap ahead of you. So different things, again, that you've been wishing for, that you've been asking for, because of this bigger picture insight that you are getting, this is going to help you make those quantum shifts, which will lead to a quantum leap in your near future of raking in a lot of the manifestations that you've been asking for. So that is what we have here. Let's go ahead and dive into our astro dice to end off this reading for you. So we're going to take our zodiac sign dice. We're going to roll this 3 times to get the top 3 most likely zodiac signs to be in your life. And let's see what those are. Definitely want to say I had Libra energy a lot, but we also have Sagittarius energy coming through. We also have Cancer energy. And we also have Scorpio energy. So Cancer, Sagittarius, and Scorpio energy seem to be very prominent. Let's go ahead and roll all these together to get any last information. 7th house of relationships coming through, Pluto. So Pluto in Cancer in the 7th house, major transformations regarding your relationships. Major transformations. If there has been patterns within your close, intimate relationships or even in your love life, patterns that you've been really wanting to address and let go of and stop or transform, this is the month where that is going to happen. The 7th house is all of our intimate relationships. So this could be anything regarding our romantic partnerships, our extremely close friendships, or even business partnerships. So again, if anything along those lines has been really needing a transformation, this is going to happen this month on a very deep, significant, big level. Pluto is the planet of endings and beginnings. Throughout your reading, we've had the ending of conflict, the ending of insecurity and instability, and the birth of stability, which was our Justice card underneath this one. The birth of stability, the birth of boundaries, of confidence, clarity, getting your answers, and the birth of a new beginning. That is what's coming about for you, and it's really focused in your intimate relationships sector of life. Cancer is the energy of forgiveness. It's a deep connection. It's also when we feel, when we can feel heightened emotion. We're also much more aware and sensitive to other people's emotions. We feel them much easier. I feel like you might even be an empath, or you'll notice that through the month of June, a lot of that empathic quality or ability that you have is even more heightened. And this is working in your favor because I feel like it's going to bring a lot more clarity for you and understanding, and it's going to bring you the confidence to really cut to the chase, cut to the point in things. And yeah, I see that those are going to be transformed. Pluto is the bringer of gifts. Okay, I want to say that because some people see the planet of Pluto and they think it's like a malefic planet, which it can be associated with that because it does create certain endings in our life, but endings can be a blessing, such as the endings of a pattern that we don't want anymore, or the endings of something that's no longer serving us. Pluto only ever gets rid of things that are no longer serving us, whether we consciously realize it or not. And then Pluto always replaces it with something that is in alignment with us. Pluto always does that. It's the planet of endings and beginnings. So it offers us a new beginning, and it offers us the beginning and the new gift that is literally in alignment for us. So that is what Pluto brings. It is a planet that brings gifts. So that is your reading for the month of June. That is what's going on for you through this next month. So it looks like there's a lot of clarity and a lot of those things coming through. Thank you so much for joining me here for today's video. My group number ones, I'm sending you all so much love, and until next time, bye. All right, my group number twos, if you chose this pile, this is going to be a reading. So let's go ahead and dive right into it. All right, my group twos, we have Ace of Wands being reversed to start us off. I want to say the thing that I'm getting from your reading is you're about to make a very massive energetic shift in the month of June. So starting off with this Ace of Wands is making me feel like either in the recent past or even in the current moment, you are either feeling like a lack of energy, a lack of motivation, a lack of inspiration in your life. And right next to the Magician being reversed as well is definitely making me feel like you've been really trying to like reinvigorate the magic and reinvigorate more of that spark and that inspiration. And perhaps the reason why you've been feeling demotivated or this lack of energy is because it seems like everything that you are doing, there seems to be little to no payoff for it. And maybe you're wondering why, and maybe it's getting frustrated. Maybe there's been a lot of resistance in your life when it comes to getting any reward for all the work that you're putting in, all the different things that you're doing. The Seven of Pentacles being reversed just indicates that, yeah, we've been stuck and stagnant. However, the Seven of Pentacles being reversed is so positive because when it's upright, it indicates that we're still waiting around for results. We're still waiting around for something to happen or something to change or to see the fruits of our labor. But when it's reversed, it indicates that the fruits of our labor are finally beginning to come through. They're finally beginning to show up in our life. So it's very positive that this came up in that position. And then we also have really great cards over here, Queen of Wands and then Page of Pentacles. There is a massive energy shift happening for you in the month of June, and it's all regarding raking in the rewards that you deserve, all the work that you've been putting into different things, all of the things that you've been trying to push forward on. There's going to be a lot of forward movement. The Queen of Wands is full of inspiration. She's full of energy and zest and life and she's such a radiant, vibrant type of energy. So it seems like you're going from this sort of lack of energy and lack of inspiration to all of a sudden, oh my gosh, I'm getting reinvigorated. I'm getting remotivated. I'm now full of energy. If you've been getting a lack of sleep or anything like this, I just feel like there's going to be more exciting things happening around mid to end of June that are actually going to kind of keep you awake. There are things that you're looking forward to, things that you're kind of like, oh, I can't wait to continue doing that. The Queen of Wands also indicates being in a flow state. So if there's different things that you've been wanting to get done, but it feels like they're being put off, or it just feels like we're never getting caught up with the amount of work that is on our plate, you're going to get all of the energy around mid to end of June to really push forward. There's going to be inspiration. There's going to be flow. Things are going to happen. Things are going to get done. And you're going to feel reinvigorated by it. The Queen of Wands does not feel burnt out, right? When she's upright, she feels like, oh, I can keep going. I'm in such a flow and I love the reward that I'm getting afterwards. And it just sort of is this beautiful balance of taking action, but also getting energy from the action that you're taking, because the action is like exciting for you and there's reward because of it. We also do have Page of Pentacles here, which is another very positive card. This one is really making me feel like there is a new opportunity that's going to be coming through in the month of June for you. This could either be like an idea of your own or an opportunity that you get from elsewhere, or something along the lines of this that is going to be really exciting and it's going to be new. That's something that I want to make clear, is it's not something that you've done before. It's not something that you were aware of before. There is like a new inspiration or a new spark or new opportunity coming in near the end of June for you. And I feel like it's within the last 9 to 10 days of the month of June that this is going to now come through. And this is going to be something that is full of a lot of potential for you. It's full of potential for increasing prosperity. It's full of potential for just increasing your motivation, your excitement, and your joy and zest of life. And Page of Pentacles is an energy where it feels very promising. It feels very solid, and it feels reliable. And we might see like, okay, well, yes, it's going to take some time and some energy to build this new idea, but being right next to the Queen of Wands and the Page of Pentacles being upright, I feel like you're not even going to be thinking about the work that goes into it or the amount of time that it's going to maybe take in your schedule, because it's something exciting. It's something that you really want to say yes to. It's like a full body yes type of feeling around this idea. And I'm definitely seeing that it could offer more prosperity, or it could even be a new beginning materially in your life. Page of Pentacles can sometimes indicate like the purchase of something that we've been really wanting for a long time, that we've been thinking about for a while, but it can also indicate like a new project or idea or opportunity that we get that's actually going to be bringing us more abundance, more wealth, and more prosperity down the line, as long as we continue to build it and move forward on it. But I absolutely see like you have the energy to do so. You're going to be doing so. And I just feel like there's a lot of inspiration coming through there from that. I'm also seeing that I feel like you are going to be taking a look over at where you were investing your time and your money and your energy in the past. And you're almost going to be reevaluating those decisions and creating more freedom for yourself. The Queen of Wands, she's a very free person, and she's also somebody who is so intelligent and likes to learn and reflect from her mistakes so that she can just be in her full empowerment, right? And since she's like looking over at this card right here, I think that you're going to be evaluating like, oh, I now see why previously my past efforts and struggles have led to little to no results. It's like you're getting all these epiphanies, you're getting all these realizations of, oh, I can see that why that wasn't yielding the results that I wanted, or I can see why I was held back in that area, or I can see why things weren't moving forward and I felt stuck and I felt like I was stuck in this bubble of resistance. I think you're going to get so many epiphanies on that. And there's just going to be this beautiful like reinvigoration and this like beautiful moment of epiphanies coming through, these realizations and this energy of moving forward. Okay, if you have been stuck and feeling blah or drained or anything like that, that is coming to a close. That is coming to an end. You're stepping into your power. The Queen of Wands, she is powerful, let me tell you. And that is your focus card. And I'm seeing that it's really you. Like you are transforming into the Queen of Wands in this next month. So let's go ahead and shuffle some more cards and see what else we get for you, my group number 2s. The month of June. Let's see. Oh, there's a lot of cards that just flew over there, but we're just going to go with it. We're going to see what they are, because sometimes Spirit just has a lot to say. So we have the card of co-creation, Spider Woman. Ooh, so spiders might play a significant role if any of you ever have dreams about spiders, or if you start seeing spiders around a lot. I know that some people find that scary. However, spiders are actually a really, really, really positive omen. Spiders weave webs, and they are the symbol of things manifesting from the dream world to the material world. So maybe there has been something that you've been dreaming about that now you are like taking action on. You're taking action on it and you're getting physical results because of that action that you're taking. You are fully creating something that you're like, oh, I'm really proud of that. Or this could be, again, a new idea that you're like, oh my gosh, I cannot wait to weave that together and make that happen. Like I just see you getting reinvigorated, and I see you getting motivated to work on something and to take this opportunity and get real results and get like, it's like you're investing your time, your energy, your resources into something that you're really like, yeah, that's paying off, and I'm really proud of that. And I see you being proud to show it off. And that's what the Spider Woman co-creation is also indicating here. Then we also have secrets. I feel like you're going to be discovering a lot of things that were kind of left unknown, especially when it came to like all of this lack of energy, this resistance, this stuck kind of feeling. I feel like a lot of answers are coming for you in this month. Somebody might even open up to you about something as well and let you in deeper into their life. So if you are currently in a relationship or seeing somebody or talking to somebody, perhaps they're going to let you in on a little bit of deeper things regarding their inner feelings or maybe even their past. And I see you getting more information and being able to get deeper into the relationships, maybe in your love life or with your close friendships as well. So that could also be regarding close friendships. So if you're not in a relationship, usually that would coincide with close friendships. We also do have the card of ambition coming through. So again, getting the energy, getting the motivation. You are going to be feeling so much more in alignment this month. And the feathers on this person's ears right here, on this woman's ears, it's like freedom to think, freedom to expand your mind, feeling like you are floating up or raising your consciousness, getting new ideas that maybe you've never even thought of before. It's that sort of energy. We also have the card of miracles coming through. If you've been asking for a miracle, if you've been asking for guidance or something to change, something to happen, I just got goosebumps thinking about this. And yes, that is absolutely coming for you this month. Absolutely is coming for you. We also have the card of beauty. Oh, yes, actually, this is something that I almost forgot to mention regarding the Queen of Wands. So I'm really glad that this card just came up, because with the Queen of Wands, she also indicates a very glowing, very kind of like aesthetic and beautiful energy. The Queen of Wands, she's like a head turner. People just focus on her, right? Any of the wand cards, they represent like this sort of glow that somebody has where they're like feeling their best, they feel even more attractive than they normally do. And the fact that we have beauty coming up, I wouldn't be surprised if through this next month, as you make this transformation, as you start, as things start really moving forward again, I feel like you're gonna get reinvigorated and re-inspired. And because of all of that energy that you're gonna have, the fact that you're getting this new energy rush and you're feeling more energetic, I just see that energy being exuded from your skin. It's like you're glowing, you're feeling more beautiful. Perhaps you're even gonna go through some sort of glow up in the month of June, like focusing more on like, I wanna look my best and I wanna feel my best. Because sometimes feeling our best is correlated to how much effort we put into ourselves, right? So I do see that you're putting more effort into yourself in the month of June, perhaps even around, I'm getting like June 17th-ish to 22nd. Perhaps you're gonna do something to enhance your beauty, such as like getting a new haircut or like getting a new type of outfit or playing and experimenting with your wardrobe a little bit. But there's something that you're doing here where there's a total glow up, and I feel like you're gonna get a lot of compliments. And I feel like you might even have people around you that know you that are like, wow, what have you done? You just look so good. You look your best. Or they're going to be like, wow, I love the clothes that you're wearing lately. Or I love this that you have lately. It's just, there's this sort of glowy energy about you where, wow, it's just really magnetizing and people are drawn to it. And you're going to feel so much more invigorated and so much more in alignment. And even you, I feel like you're going to be looking in the mirror being like, oh, I like this. I like what I see. And, that's always a good feeling when we can have that feeling about ourselves, right? So I absolutely see that happening for you. And let's go ahead and see what other cards we get. So my group 2s, the month of June for you. Ooh, we have, okay, the golden path within. So more about the gold radiant energy. She's very similar to the Queen of Wands, but the golden path within, I'm really hearing like new career opportunity, or at least like a career idea or some sort of expansion within career. Maybe you're even going to hear news about like a promotion, or hear news that's going to give you the inspiration or some sort of epiphany to expand further within your career. But I'm really hearing some sort of like career expansion or some sort of opportunity around that. Especially because we have so much of this gold, this pentacle, this radiance. Like I just see a lot more motivation coming out with that. Also the golden path within, you're glowing. You are glowing this month. You are going to receive so many more compliments. If you are single, I would not be surprised if you have a lot more people like being drawn to your energy, being drawn to come and say hi to you, being drawn to talk to you, that kind of stuff. If you're already in a relationship, I feel like your partner's just going to be really enamored by you, really inspired by you, and you're going to hear a lot of compliments from them, that's for sure. So let's see what else we get here. My group twos, your month of June. Ooh, okay. We have the inner eye, and then we also have familiar steps coming through. So the inner eye is pineal activation, illumination, and psychic bridge. If you have felt out of touch with your intuition, maybe you've even been questioning your intuition lately, especially if you're still going through that stage where maybe there's like this lack of motivation or lack of energy or other things like that. Maybe you've been questioning your intuition lately. Through the month of June, there is a reactivation of your intuition. Not that it's ever been turned off. However, sometimes we feel like we're out of touch with it, right? Because of what we're going through, things like that. There's this reactivation where you're getting back in touch, trusting your intuition more, connecting with it on a deeper level. You are going to feel so much more in alignment. When it comes to ideas and your inner vision, there's so much more clarity coming through with that. So the illumination of your inner vision, the clarity of what it is that you want, the direction that you want to go. So much more of those things are going to become clear to you through this next month, and being able to trust your intuition so much more, feeling like you're tapping into your intuition, really seeing your future and being able to trust in that. Then again, familiar steps. So reoccurring dreams, continuum, and then reclaimed fruits. Ooh! Or truths. I almost read that as fruits. Sometimes my eyes, when I'm not wearing my glasses, it's a little blurry. However, reclaimed truths. It's funny that I read that as fruits, and we were talking about fruits of your labor because of the 7 of Pentacles card, which literally talks about the fruits of your labor. And I feel like sometimes when my vision is blurry, I feel like it was like meant to be read that way for a second because Spirit had an underlying message there. So I'm also going to give you a little reading on reclaimed fruits. So reclaiming so let's say that you've put a lot of work in for something and you deserved to be paid for that. You deserved for all of that effort, but maybe something didn't come through. Maybe somebody owed you money and never paid for it. Or maybe, again, you did a lot of work and nothing ever came of that. There is a repayment of that that's going to come through. Reclaimed fruits. The fruits of your labor are going to begin showing up. So that's one of the things. Reclaimed truths as well, coming back to your own inner truth, finding more, like getting back in touch with yourself. Then also reoccurring dreams. So reoccurring dreams could mean literally, there could be like a reoccurring theme or dream that you have. If you have a dream journal or if you're inspired to start one, please start one. Because when there are reoccurring dreams, it is usually a sign from our subconscious. And keep in mind that dreams speak in symbolism, and they shouldn't be taken literally most of the time. They usually speak in symbolism. But if you keep a dream journal, you can look at the reoccurring patterns and gain a lot of insight into your subconscious and into your life and things like that. So if there's any sort of like reoccurring patterns, reoccurring dreams, pay attention to those, write them down, and listen to what those are saying, because I feel like it's going to offer a lot of insight for you in the month of June. So that is what we have there. Let's go ahead and dive into our Astro Dice now to get any last information for your month. We're going to start off with the zodiac sign dice. We're going to roll it 3 times to get the top 3 most likely zodiac signs to be in your life during this next month. So let's see what they are. So first off, we have Virgo. Then we also have Gemini. And then we also have Aquarius. So you might be one of those signs, or again, they could be prominent zodiac signs that are going to be showing up in your life through the next month. Now let's see any last information that we have for you. So we have Saturn in Gemini in the 11th house. The 11th house is the house of friendships, of worldly expansion. It can also indicate the clients that we have in our work and just the world in general. It can also indicate just like overseas type of stuff. Saturn is the planet of discipline. It's the planet of hard work. It's the planet of pushing forward and laying down boundaries and things like that. Being in Gemini in the 11th house, I feel like this is a real time in the month of June for you to connect with people that you really trust. Because talking with them, I feel like, is going to be so beneficial for you. There might even be like a long distance friend that you get in touch with deeper, or have some sort of deep conversation with in the month of June that might be very liberating and helpful. And it might really like help you get down to the truth of something, because Saturn, it's very like clear cut and dry. It doesn't sugarcoat anything. It's very like, here it is, here's what I think, and that's that. Saturn is also very disciplined and knows how to move forward. So there also could be a big idea that you have that this is time, you're in the planning stage of planning out that idea, which totally makes sense since we had the Page of Pentacles as well. So you could be really motivated to really push forward on something and expand something. The 11th house, it's expanding to a worldly level. Maybe there's something that you really want to expand further, an idea or a project or something within your career. This could also be you wanting to be more disciplined so that you can expand more on a personal level. This can also indicate meeting new people as well. And there's usually layers within everything that Spirit says. So sometimes when I'm saying all these random different things, you could literally have like a combination of all of these things happening in your life. And then you'll eventually kind of see how that unfolds for you. But again, this could also be like a really fated meeting of somebody that is like from another country, from another place, or lives far away from you. It can also indicate things like that. I also want to mention, it can also indicate social media. I know I'm mentioning so many different things right now, but the 11th house can also indicate social media, the internet, especially along with Gemini being over here. And then this is sort of like a commitment. So maybe there's a commitment to do something around social media. I just knocked that over, but yeah. So this could be, for example, if you're wanting to create content, this could be committing to a real schedule to create that, to take action on that, to dedicate yourself to that rather than pushing it off. This could be a dedication to improving it. This could also be a dedication to like an important phone call with somebody online that lives far away. It could also be a dedication to maybe creating better boundaries around social media use. It can indicate all of those different things. And perhaps for you, it's going to be a combination of the different layers of all the things that I just mentioned, which I know are a lot, but it indicates all of those. So that is what we have going on for the month of June for my beautiful Kyanite pile. Thank you so much for joining me here for your June prediction. I'm sending you all so much love through your month of June. I'm so excited for your glow up. I hope you are too. I cannot wait to hear your stories about everything that has happened through this next month, and I'm sending you so much love, and until next time, bye. All right, my group number 3s, if you chose this pile, this is gonna be your reading, so let's go ahead and dive right into it. All right, my group 3s, let's dive into your reading. So first off, I just have to start with this card. Right when I looked at this, I just had so much to say. So the Hangman being reversed. Look at all of these like strings that were like once tied to him and now he's like loose from them. I'm getting this message like if you have felt tied to certain things or as if you were bound by all the different obligations that you've had or all the different responsibilities, and you've almost felt like life has been more in control of you than you were in control of life, this is about to shift in the month of June. The Hangman being reversed is one of the best positions for this card because it's a lot of epiphanies, it's a lot of realizations, it's calling back your freedom, and it's also calling back more movement and some like forward energy in this next month, rather than being stuck and rather than being bound and restricted and feeling like your freedom was like taken away from you. Everything is changing. And I feel like I'm getting this feeling like you have been doing like adjustments or learning, or you've been just diving into trying to discover more about life or more about yourself or something like this. Like perhaps you've been reading books or like watching content or something along the lines of like how to improve your life and how to create change and how to take control back over your life. These things are helping you. Even if you haven't been doing that, or maybe you're just kind of like asking the question, like, how do I gain more control and freedom back into my life? the fact that you've been asking that question, the fact that you've been seeking that out, that is something that is going to be happening for you in this next month. Page of Cups being reversed can indicate that we are looking at all the areas that were once unfulfilled, or we're even getting the courage to say no to things. So when it comes to things that have been maybe stealing your energy, draining your energy, you're going to be looking at that and feeling the courage to cut loose and to cut the ties to that and be like, you know what? I think I'm better off without it, or I think I'm better off approaching it differently. Like, I just feel like you're shifting your approaches, you're shifting your mindset, and these things are going to help so much. Your front and center card is the Emperor, which we're going to get into in a second. I know I'm all over the place, but I'm just really excited about your reading because there's just so much to say. But yeah, also with this card, I keep getting this feeling like I'm seeing you holding this cup with this like thing in it, and you're kind of just like, you know what, just toss it. I don't even want that anymore. I have the courage to say no. I have the courage to throw away old things that are not resonating with me anymore, or to kind of like cancel plans or cancel things that I'm just realizing are not good for my energy. You know, I just see that you're going to be doing this sort of assessment or like reevaluation of your life, and really draining the cup of things that have been sort of stealing your energy and they haven't been giving you what exactly it is that you want. They've been more, again, holding you back. I see you saying no to that. The Emperor over here, you're stepping into your power, okay? The Emperor is such a positive card, full of power, encouragement, success, stepping onto your throne. It's like being the creator and the controller and the person who calls the shots. Like, who's the person that calls the shots in a whole kingdom? It's like the Emperor, right? And I just see this as you stepping more into your Emperor position and gaining more freedom and control back over your life. And I just see this like determination of like, I'm no longer going to let life control me. I'm no longer going to be controlled by these circumstances. I really want to step back into the creator's seat, and I just see you doing that. Perhaps you're going to be inspired to just dive into more like self-improvement or more manifestation or more other things that kind of teach you how to really take your control back. And I just see you diving into that more. The Emperor can also sometimes indicate a father figure. So if you have a father around, if he's still around, I'm actually seeing a lot of like encouragement for some reason from your father, and a lot of like support and things like that. So if you've ever felt maybe worried about what your father might think or what he might say regarding your life path and your decisions, and maybe the decision to kind of like cut loose and call back more of your freedom and cut loose on things that no longer resonate, if you've been worried about either your parents' thoughts and opinions on that or your father's, I actually see this playing out really well and getting like a lot of support. And even if you don't get it right away, I'm definitely seeing like a shift in energy. And I do see like a very positive energy regarding like your parents in this situation. Or if some of you just have a very strong masculine energy in your life, such as like a partner or a friend that you really appreciate, I do feel like they will also be very supportive and also give a lot of like really great advice. Like, this masculine figure gives a lot of really great advice, and I'm just seeing a very positive like interaction when it comes to different questions that you have or different things that you're navigating in life, and receiving like really great responses from somebody that you look up to, or like a divine masculine kind of figure that's in your life. This could also be, again, you seeking out like education or seeking out wisdom that you can apply into your life for the changes that you're making and the improvements that you're making in the Emperor. Oh my gosh, I see that you're developing into the Emperor energy in the month of June. Just like really calling back your power, your freedom, and being able to really sit on the throne and call the shots, and to really start to trust yourself a lot more and to realize your power a lot more. Ooh, I got goosebumps when I said that. That's right on point. So Spirit, yeah. Spirit wants you to know the month of June is you realizing that you are so much more powerful than you previously thought and that you were previously giving yourself credit for. You have so much more untapped into potential and energy and power and strength. And I just see that the things that you're going to be doing in June are going to really help you see that and to also realize that you have a really good support system around you. The Judgment card is when we step up to a calling, especially when it's right side up. And what's wild is we have 3 major arcanas upright over here. Then we have a major arcana, which is reversed over here, which is actually very positive for this card. But basically your entire reading is major arcana cards, which are, there's only 21 of them in the entire 78 card deck. So it's more rare than not to have a bunch of major arcana cards in a reading, and you have 4 of them in a 5 card reading. What this indicates is that this is going to be a very major month for you, full of tons of major energy, and it's just so great because your major energy is freedom, calling back your power, stepping into your power, realizing that there's so much more, answering a call, right? So this could be literally answering like an important call, but usually what this means is like answering an inner calling, like an inner calling that you have that's like, I want to step up and do more. I want to be more. I want to choose more. I want to realize more of my potential. I want to step up more into my power. I want to answer the call that I feel within me that I'm maybe meant for more. I'm meant to do more. So there's that calling within you, and this is you answering that call, this like divine inner calling that is unexplainable. Wheel of Fortune is such a positive card. I love this one. So for one, it can indicate a turn of events. When it is upright, it's a very positive turn of events. It can also indicate that all the events that happen in our life that maybe we didn't understand what their purpose was or why they were happening, all of a sudden it starts to make sense as the wheel continues turning, and it's like an accumulation point of, oh, all of that had to happen to lead me to this next step, to lead me to this next realization, right? So sometimes we go through hardship and turmoil and it teaches us something, but then it leads us to a new epiphany, and then we're like, oh my God, oh, I love where this led me. It led me to finding myself spiritually, or it led me to finding this, and then all of a sudden it's going to invigorate like a new spark in whatever, or a new interest, whatever. So it's sort of like that, the accumulation of all these different events. Wheel of Fortune as well is when we have really good luck and there's fortune on our side. It can indicate a surprise happening and like really good luck happening in the month of June, where all of a sudden like things really turn in our favor and we're like, oh, I just got a lot of luck on my side. That started happening. This just worked out. Or I just got like the best luck possible because this blessing just showed up. This miracle just showed up in my life. It's things like that, okay? Sometimes the Wheel of Fortune can be something that's a little bit behind the scenes at first, but will become more apparent as you continue down your path. So I just want to make that clear. So if by the end of June you're like, wait, what was that like really crazy miracle or blessing that was supposed to happen? Sometimes the Wheel of Fortune is working behind the scenes, and as the events continue turning and the wheel continues turning, it's like leading you somewhere. It's like the wheel is on the right path of leading you to something that's really fortunate, that's really great, and that's prosperous and abundant, and it's like a miracle and a blessing. So you're on the wheel that's leading you to that. Some of you might already notice like a big like miracle or blessing happening in the month of June specifically. But for others of you, I'm hearing that this is like a behind the scenes wheel turning that is going to become more and more apparent as this wheel keeps turning down this new path. And as you keep answering this new calling, I feel like this is connected to this calling that you're answering, this action move that you're going to be inspired to take. There's like inspired action that's going to come through this month. And as you get on that new wheel, that new turning wheel, and you start moving forward, that's where your fortune, like there's a lot of really good luck in that direction. Like Spirit really wants you to know that. It's something that's going to pay off more and more and more over time. And you might not even realize how fortunate that one answering of that call could be. So for example, if you have a calling like, I really feel called to start doing this, or to invest more time into this, or to start reading about this, or to dive into manifestation, whatever the case is for you, it's going to be unique for all of you. But for example, following that calling, what Spirit is saying is that that actually has more potential than you realize. And there's a lot of good fortune in there, which I feel like you feel on a deeper level. I feel like you feel the inspiration. You feel something more kind of brewing beneath it all. And that's going to all start to unfold more and more in the next coming months. So let's go ahead and add more cards on this reading to get more information for you. My group threes, let's see. What else do we have for my group threes month of June? I feel like that card wants to come out. So we have assurance. So Spirit wants to give you assurance. This could be something like reassurance, for example, like you are on the right track. You are on the right track. Maybe you've been questioning, should I answer this call or should I just stay bound to where I am and feel like I'm just stuck there? Maybe you've needed more signs. Maybe you've been waiting for signs. Maybe you've been waiting for more clarity, more reassurance that you're going the right direction. And you are. Maybe this direction, like for some of you, you might even feel like it's not fully clear yet. Like you feel something, you feel like you're meant to make a move. You feel like you're meant to maybe move in a new direction, but maybe it's not fully clear yet. Some of you, it might be totally clear and it might be fully like yeah, I just need to go there. But for some of you, it might not be fully clear yet. And you might be seeking more assurance, more clarity, more reassurance that you're supposed to do that and move into that direction. And I'm hearing for you, if you're on the wheel, you gain more clarity as you keep going. And there's a quote, I forgot who it's by, but it's basically, you don't need to see the whole staircase before you take the first step, right? Because more gets revealed as you go. You get to see more as you keep climbing. So there's that message for you coming through. So let's see what else we get for you, my group threes. Let's see. Okay, this card wants to come out. Wise leadership. Oh, you were meant to step up into a leadership position. The fact that we have the Emperor and wise leadership, like say less. You are meant to step up into your leadership, into your power. You're meant to lead your life. You're meant to be the creator of your life. Your life is not supposed to be leading you. You are meant to be leading it. And I know sometimes it feels like life just has its power over us, but I just really feel like the paradigm is shifting here because you're just realizing so much. You're putting so much more effort into all of these things. And I just see such a paradigm shift happening for you because of the work that you're doing, because of the things that you're diving into, the things that you're inspired to read or learn from or watch and gain wisdom from. I just see all of those things being such a great resource and help for you in making such a deep paradigm shift. So let's see. What else do we have for my group threes for the month of June? Let's see. We have rose petals coming up. Rose petals are a sign of love, and they're also a sign of passion and beauty and softness and also feminine energy. So maybe you're getting more in touch with your divine feminine of let me listen to my intuition. That's divine feminine energy. Listening to your intuition, getting more in touch with creativity, with passion, with sensuality, with beauty, taking care of yourself. This is like self-care, self-love. There could also be like a romantic gesture coming in. So for some of you, if you're in a relationship, there could be a romantic gesture coming through from that person. Something really thoughtful and significant that you're going to be really awed by. So I just want to say that. For those of you who are not in a relationship, you may have an admirer. You may have somebody who's really admiring you who is going to come forward this month. So rose petals can also indicate that. It can indicate like a romantic interest, that kind of energy, okay? And I see that this is time of like, you stepping into your power, things more coming to you rather than you needing to force things. I feel like that's the main paradigm shift that is starting to take place this next month. Let's see what else we get for you. My group threes. The month of June. Okay, so we also have forgiveness coming through. I see you making peace with your past. This one makes me feel like making peace with your past. Being able to let go of it and be unbothered by it. It's kind of like, yeah, that happened, but look where I am now. And look where things are leading me. It could even be a self-forgiveness or a forgiveness of a situation or even a letting go and a forgiveness of a person. If there's been anything that you've experienced in the past that you haven't let go of yet, I feel like this is a month where letting go of that is going to be so beneficial, and it's almost just going to feel natural for you at this point because it's like you're really ready. And then look at this. Oh my goodness. The fact that we have Wheel of Fortune and then we have the card Good Fortune coming through. One thing that I'll say that this indicates, good fortune indicates abundance, okay? So when it comes to your career or the different choices that you're making in your life, all things like that, you're moving in a direction of calling in more fortune, calling in more abundance, prosperity, wealth, expansion, good fortune even when it comes to your love life. Like good blessings are literally coming into your life. You're on the wheel and the wheel's turning in that new direction because of the work that you're doing. And if you needed to know whether or not the work that you're doing, all the time and effort that you're putting into the self-development, self-improvement, all of that, oh, it is absolutely paying off. It is totally shifting your direction. So let's go ahead and dive into some more cards for you. And then we're also going to get into our Astro Dice. So let's see. My group threes, your month of June. So we also have the card of Kindred Spirits, Soul Family, Vibrational Magnetism. You are literally getting into, if you know anything about manifestation yet, which I know some of you who watch my channel definitely do, but in manifestation, in order to receive something that you desire, you need to be a vibrational match to it. The fact that we have vibrational magnetism right here and all of the cards that are laid out, you're making such a big energy shift that I feel like you're getting into vibrational alignment with really amazing things. This is going to call in miracles and blessings into your life. Your vibration is rising. And when you raise your vibration, you feel good. You feel amazing. You feel so much better. And when you're in that higher state and you feel good, you attract more good to you. So in this, I also do feel like you're going to be surrounded by people that really lift you up because we also have soul family, kindred spirits. So for one, I feel like the people that you're going to be either surrounded by or meeting within the month of June are going to be really uplifting. They're very high vibrational people that just are there to uplift you. You might also be magnetizing people into your life or magnetizing different energy from the people that you already know. And sometimes when you change your energy, the way you interact with people changes. So even when you go hang out with somebody that you've known for a long time, if you're in a different energy, you might notice that hanging out with them brings out different energy in them too. And then maybe it's more high vibrational, blah, 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 you know, all different things. So the soul family card, I do feel like you're going to be surrounded by really good people. I feel like you're going to be making really good memories in this next month. Memories that you're like, oh, I love this. And I feel like it's going to be something that you look back on and that it's going to be really positive. So let's see. What else do we have? My group threes. I want to get one more card from this group. Okay, well, we actually got four, so let's go with it. Okay, heart activation, self-love, following your bliss, restoration. Your heart is turning back on. I mean, not that it was off, because our heart is never off. But when it comes to like activating your heart for more self-love, following your bliss and restoration, like feeling good, feeling like your heart is full, right? If you've been feeling drained and things like that, and you haven't been, maybe you felt like you didn't have time to give to yourself. Maybe you've been feeling like you don't have time to do the things that you want to do, and maybe you feel guilty every time you do because, you know, whatever. I feel like this month is such a shift of like, you know what? Life is about feeling good. Let me give more self-love, because when I have a full cup, I'm able to give more too. You know, and everyone, imagine if everyone on this earth focused on filling their cup first and everyone had a full cup. Like, the world would be so much better of a place, would it not? Rather than feeling like we have to drain ourselves in order to feel like we are worthy, in order to feel like we're doing enough and we're contributing because we're overworking about, like, that's not a good philosophy for life, right? So anyway, you are a gift Visionary, step into your light. You are a gift. Visionary, step into your light. This is your month of kind of really seeing your worth. Just kind of what we were just talking about through the heart activation, seeing your worth and realizing you are a gift to the world. You are a gift just for existing, right? So you deserve time to focus on fun and self-love and nurture and filling your cup and feeling fulfilled. You absolutely deserve that. Anyway, our last two cards before we get into our Astro Dice is the Desert, Authentic Self, Transcendence, Courage, Genesis. Oh, you are going to have the courage to go on a completely new path, to be authentic, to leave behind old masks, transcendence, so transcending old beliefs, old paradigms that kept you stuck, having the courage to go forward, the whole Genesis, like you're on a whole new path of so much more, like totally greater things. Pyramid, amplification, harmonic resonance, cosmic union. Cosmic union. So there could definitely be like a significant relationship. If you are in a relationship, I'm definitely seeing like getting closer to that person, a romantic gesture. If you're single, I'm definitely seeing somebody that's interested in you. So harmonic resonance and amplification. Amplifying your energy. Harmonic resonance, so getting in resonance with what you desire, just like what we were talking about with vibrational magnetism there. Harmonic resonance is when we get into harmony with what we want. We start magnetizing those things into our life because we're in alignment. Now moving on to our Astro Dice, we're going to roll the zodiac sign dice 3 times to get the top 3 most likely zodiac signs to be in your life this month. So let's see what those are. Sagittarius, Scorpio, and Virgo. So Sagittarius, Scorpio, and Virgo are the top 3 most likely zodiac signs to be in your life over this next month. And let's go ahead and see any last information for your month of June. Okay, so we have Uranus, which is the planet of radical shifts and unpredictability and change. This is in your first house and it's in the zodiac sign of Libra. Okay, this month is all about you, and the fact that we have this radical unexpected shifts and it's in your first house, which is all about the self and who you are making a radical personal shift in the month of June, coming more into balance. Libra is all about balance. Libra's the energy of romanticizing your life, romanticizing each moment, filling up your cup. Libra loves to create beautiful experiences to fill their cup. They are flirtatious, fun. They're such a light to be around. They also are all about fairness and equality, and anything that is unfair or drains your energy or doesn't reciprocate or give back, you know, the same amount that you give to something, Libra's like, Libra is the balance. Libra is literally the scales, and anything that's out of balance, Libra is like, nope. So for you, what I'm seeing is you're focusing on the aspects of yourself or of your life that have been imbalanced, and you're creating radical change there of like, you know what? This is time for me to receive more. This is time for me to give to myself more, especially if you've been giving externally a lot. Have you been giving to yourself? And if not, we need to start giving to ourselves. So I feel like there's going to be a lot of radical shifts for you on a very personal level. You're going through a personal transformation this month. And I felt that from the second I looked at Hangman being reversed. I was like, oh my God, personal transformation to the max over here for my group 3s. And it's going to be radical. It's going to be amazing. It's going to lead you to all of the good fortune. It is leading you on a whole new path. And this path, like again, a lot of it might be happening behind the scenes, like all the good fortune that's sort of like raking in and all the good results that that you're accumulating through this new switch. It could be happening a little bit behind the scenes through the month of June, but keep in mind, it's going to start pouring in. Keep your trust, keep moving in this good direction, because as you feel good, you attract good. As you focus on feeling your best, you will attract more of the best. to you in your life in all areas and all aspects. So I really see you doing a very deep, big personal paradigm shift, lots of healing and just self-love too. Libra's like self-love, romanticizing life. I'm seeing you stepping into that energy, okay? And as you do, oh my gosh, the good fortune, the abundance, the prosperity, oh, it's otherworldly what you are capable of as you dive more into that. It's going to be such a positive transformation for you. And I'm so excited to see what comes, especially since your first, or not your first, but your middle most prominent energetic card was the Emperor. The Emperor, that's you stepping into your power, into your throne, being the controller of your life. All of that energy, that is your energy for this month. All of that self-transformation that you're making is going to lead to so much more like opportunity and doors opening for you, and the ability to really climb up way higher mountains, attain way higher dreams. Oh my gosh, just so much is changing, so much is opening up. I'm so excited about what's to come for you. So anyway, group number 3 is the work that you're doing is absolutely paying off. Continue on that path. It is amazing. I'm going to just like give you a little round of applause for all of that. And thank you so much for joining me here for today's video for your month of June prediction. And I'm sending you so much love, and until next time, bye. All right, my group number 4 is if you chose this pile, let's go ahead and dive right into your June prediction. Okay, so my group 4s, we start off with this 5 of Pentacles upright, and then we have the 2 of Pentacles being reversed over here, 3 of Wands reversed, Queen of Swords upright, the Moon, and the Strength card. Your month of June, for one, I'm picking up on an energy that at the moment you're feeling as if you are either behind or overwhelmed or even just like really busy juggling way too many things. 2 of Pentacles being reversed is like, we're juggling way too much. But the month of June, the fact that we have this Queen of Swords and the Moon over here, I feel like you are so ready to put your foot down about what it is that you want and need, kind of make new plans, make new decisions, and also saying no. Queen of Swords, one thing about her, she is not afraid of saying no. She's also very clear cut and straightforward with what she means and with what she wants. And I feel like this is your month of changing around a pattern where you're putting your needs and desires on the back burner, right? Like the 5 of Pentacles over here lets me know that perhaps you've been in the previous months, like not focusing on your needs and focusing on everybody else's, to the point where maybe we're even feeling burnt out. Maybe we feel behind on our own wants, dreams, and desires. And with this 3 of Wands being reversed, I'm feeling like you've been in this energy of getting frustrated at the lack of progress, but yet things have been so busy, but yet there's this lack of progress. And this is your month, the month of June, cutting away distractions, cutting away of anything that no longer serves you, the things that have been standing in your way, having the courage to say no and to cut away the things that are, again, taking you off your path that you truly want to be on, or the path that's at least balanced. This is your month of getting back into balance, let me tell you, because things have been like over here, they were out of balance. Maybe we've even been feeling physical effects of what we've been dealing with, perhaps like tiredness, backaches, different other things popping up that contribute to this out of balanced feeling. And Queen of Swords over here, she's just so ready to put her foot down to make a new decision and all of that. The Moon card as well coming up. This is also a month where I feel like you are ready to face any fears and doubts that have been holding you back as well. So perhaps in the previous month, there has been different fears or doubts regarding moving forward on what it is that you want. Maybe you also felt fear of like, oh, well, I can't let go of my responsibilities, or I can't make time for myself, because if I do, then everything's gonna fall even more out of balance. Like, it's almost like maybe that was the thought process around this. But in June, I just feel like you're so ready to face that fear, to face that doubt, and to figure out a solution. Queen of Swords is very solution oriented, and she's also so intelligent, and you are so intelligent. And I feel like you're tapping more into your internal wisdom. You're getting epiphanies, realizations, and this is your month of finding your strength, of filling your cup as well. Focusing on your mental well-being, again, cutting away distractions, making sure that your mind can think clearly. If you've been struggling with any brain fog or forgetfulness or things like that, I feel like it's going to improve and get so much better through the month of June. And I just see with this strength card, I see a situation that over here just felt imbalanced and chaotic. And I just see that you're just gaining this strength of like, no, actually, I got this. And I'm going to step up to really handling this, really putting my foot forward. And I just see a lot of mental strength, for one, coming through. The way that you talk to yourself is shifting. Maybe there's a lot of realizations of like, oh, if I change my self-talk, I'm also going to change a lot of my own mental headspace. And I think that that's going to be a big thing for you here. I'm also seeing in the strength card this really positive and vibrant energy that you're tapping back into, especially as you say no to things that have been weighing you down. They maybe aren't as important as we think that they are. And perhaps we're coming up with different solutions of how we can delegate tasks, figure stuff out to tap back into our strength. Because when we focus on having fun and we focus on our mental well-being and our emotional well-being, and we put ourselves first so that we can fill our cup first, things always work out better in the end, don't they? Because when we approach any situation from a full cup, we're better equipped. We have the energy, we have the capacity to deal with it and to handle it. And it gets done so much easier and we don't feel depleted afterwards. So I really feel like you're shifting things around to feel a lot better and to overcome quite a bit. So let's go ahead and dive into some more oracle cards here to get some more information on what you can expect and what's going to be happening. I'm also hearing that around the 10th to 12th of June, that's when a lot of stuff is going to shift for you. A lot of this, like courage to say no, courage to step into the unknown, courage to face and overcome fears and doubts in your life, and to find your inner strength. By the end of June, I really just feel like you will have found your strength again, and you'll just feel on top of it. You're gonna feel back in control and back into so much more alignment and goodness. And let's see what else we have for you. We have illusion and communion. So for one, I feel you tapping back into faith and belief. That's one thing that's coming through so strongly. So if you feel like you've lost faith, oh my goodness, especially with this Five of Pentacles energy over here, if you feel like you've lost faith in the recent times, I see you coming back to trusting. I see you coming back to oh, I believe in the goodness. I believe that good things are here for me and happening for me. And you're breaking out of old illusions, false beliefs that maybe kept you stuck and kept you in this sort of chaotic cycle. I feel like you're letting go, breaking through. The moon also rules illusions, by the way. It's connected to Pisces and also connected to Cancerian energy. I mean, it's mostly connected to Cancerian energy, but one thing I will say is since the moon card also deals with illusions, it's also connected to Pisces. And this talks about breaking out of an old story that we were telling ourselves that was maybe holding us back, and you're going through a revolution. And oh, I see you telling yourself a new story. Queen of Swords. You might even be interested in reading new things, journaling, writing new things. Queen of Swords, she's all about mental things. So words, reading, learning, writing, getting stuff off of her chest. So perhaps you're even going to be called to start journaling or even start scripting about what you desire. Journaling can be such a great way to take time to process and reflect on our life. And it can help us break out of our own stories and sort of have time to reflect and question our regular thinking patterns, which can help us have massive, again, revolutions and epiphanies. So I feel like for you, journaling might be a huge, like beneficial thing that maybe even spirit is saying like, hey, if you haven't already, maybe try journaling. So take that as you will. If you feel called to, I feel like that might be a really good thing for you. Also with the strength card, I'm seeing you like getting to a place where your heart is opening more. The strength card is connected to Leo, and Leo rules the heart. And I see you living life more from your heart rather than solely from your mind and overthinking or feeling kind of stuck by reality. I'm seeing you living more from the heart, feeling much more connected, much more strong, tapping back into faith. I really think that there's going to be something that you are either tapping back into or discovering or learning or just having epiphanies on that is going to really like help with this reset and this shift and this transformation that you're making. We also have Wings of Light coming through. So Wings of Light is such a positive card. It talks about raising your consciousness, having epiphanies, bringing light to the darkness, which is sort of like the moon energy with the strength energy as well. The moon is when we're kind of in the shadows, we're kind of discovering the unknown, stepping into the unknown. It also talks about our unconscious or our subconscious habits and beliefs and things like that. Wings of Light, you're kind of ascending to a lot of realizations this month that I feel like are going to liberate you. They're going to set you free. It's going to help you find your strength. There could even be other people that you're talking to that help you have these like different epiphanies. Things and situations are going to feel so much lighter. I see that you're letting go of a weight. It's almost like there's been a weight on your shoulders. And one message that I'm getting for you is if you feel like you're carrying around a lot of baggage, one little trick that you can do is actually give it up to the universe or to God, whatever it is that you believe in. But take off that baggage, literally drop it and say, you know what, universe or God, I'm giving this to you because I am done dealing with it. I want the solution. I want to figure this out. So I'm no longer carrying this around. And you just drop the weight. And so even just saying that is a subconscious trick, or not necessarily trick, but is a subconscious tool that you can use to actually mentally drop that weight, which can be really helpful. And the universe and God are always listening. So anyway, that's a little thing that I just wanted to throw in there. But let's see what else we get for your month of June for my group 4s. I also see this as a month of making progress, like real progress, especially if you felt behind or too busy for yourself, too busy to work on what you really want to do. It's like that busyness has really been keeping you stuck. And I just see progress. I'm seeing progress where you are making a plan, and strength, taking action, dedicating to a plan, overcoming fears and doubts that were stopping you from moving forward on that plan. So I just really see that this is like a great transformative month for you. We also have the card of self-worth. I love that this card came up for you. This is a month of improving on self-worth, especially if you've been feeling like that's something that you need, is to like really start to believe in yourself and see your worthiness. Oh my goodness. This is a month to grow your wings, to see your light, to shine your light. Strength is also about shining your light. It's the Leo energy, which Leo is ruled by the sun. It's shining your light. We have the moon energy and we have the sun energy. Even though this isn't the sun card, it's still connected to the sun through its connection with Leo. And this is your time to blossom, to rekindle faith, to rekindle self-worth, to be surrounded and realize that you belong. You absolutely belong. Improving on self-worth, finding the strength, and oh my gosh, becoming so strong in your self-image, in your own beliefs about, you know what, I'm important too, and I need to put myself first, and I need to put my desires first, and I need to put my happiness first. Oh, that's a huge epiphany that's going to be happening for you through this next month. Maybe that's even an epiphany that you're having right now, which is why all of this is showing up for your month of June, because this is where it's really getting implemented, right? It's really getting implemented, and this is what is the theme for this next month. And I really see that your self-worth is transforming for the better. It is becoming so much more strong. This belief in yourself, this newfound strength, and really seeing like your inner lion, really seeing your inner lion or lioness, right? And let's go ahead and see what else we have for you, my group fours. My group fours, your month of June. One thing I'm also hearing, I'm hearing that for some of you, since we do have these pentacle cards starting us off, if any of you have been feeling things around money where maybe money's been hard to balance, this is something where I feel like you're making new plans with it, totally new plans, redirecting energy, and kind of coming up with entirely new approaches. You have the strength to fully make it through. That is the message I have for you. And the strength card also indicates that really positive times are ahead where stability is being found. More stability, more strength, more sense of security. So if over here you've been feeling like the insecure energy, the instability energy, the strength card is the exact opposite of that. It's when we refined stability. This can also be applied to love life, your home life, your personal life, your love life, all of that. Whatever's been feeling unstable is going to feel stable. You are finding your stability through the month of June. You are finding your strength and coming back to a very positive, good foundation. So let's see, what else do we have for my group fours for the month of June? Let's see, we have the desert coming up here. This one says authentic self, transcendence, courage, and genesis. Wow. Walking through the desert talks about the unknown because it's an unknown place. There's not a whole lot that's defined in the desert, right? This is you finding your authentic self, getting in touch with your authentic self and listening to, okay, if I haven't been feeling my best, why is that? Maybe I need to put myself first. I need to honor my wants and needs. And I also need to start telling myself like, hey, I'm worthy enough to put myself first, to put my happiness first, because that's what matters most. You are a human that came down here for a human experience for you. You were not put here for anybody else's happiness. You were not put on this earth to just work and have a job. You were put on this earth to experience life as a human in whichever way you wanted to experience it, okay? So transcendence, which is exactly our wings of light energy, transcending these old negative patterns, transcending the imbalance and finding balance, creating new plans, courage, genesis, all of this energy. So it's like you're really doing a major transformation, and all these realizations I feel like are going to be so beneficial. And I'm also hearing from Spirit that your life through the rest of 2024 is going to massively shift because of the shifts and the realizations that you're making right now about putting yourself first, making new plans, putting your stability and strength and security as number one, rather than ever continuing to put your energy towards things that were creating chaos and that they were too much. It's like, it's time to say no, to cut cords with things that are no longer serving you. That's that Queen of Swords energy. Cutting cords with what no longer serves, putting your foot down, creating boundaries so that anything that's in your future is stable, it's secure, it's strong, it's reliable. Like that's it. You know, I feel like this is your time of just like such courage of, you know, and maybe you're also feeling like, okay, maybe I'll have to walk alone through this a little bit. Maybe there is a sense of like having to do it on your own a bit, but you got this. You're totally strong enough. Queen of Swords, like you absolutely got this. Your happiness right here where the sun is just shining, your heart energy is flowing and fulfilled. The Strength card is your heart energy being fulfilled, right? It's the Leo connection. That's what all of this is now leading you towards. That's what all of these new decisions, these new epiphanies, like this is really it. So let's see, what else do we have? My group fours, your month of June. See. It's like Spirit doesn't want to speak anymore through these cards. Right when I say that, of course, there's a follow card. Let's see. We have messengers. So guardians, divine orchestration, calling in support. So you do have a support system. You don't have to be all on your own, right? It might feel like you're all on your own at times with what you're going through, what you're dealing with, but you have people that would love to be there to support you. Divine orchestration, messengers. So there could be some important information or messages coming through in the month of June. This could be, different people giving you some kind of message, or you might notice synchronicities where maybe you're thinking about something and then you hear somebody talking about it, right? At the same time, like something like that. Those are like little divine messages from the universe. I feel like that's going to be coming through this month. Guardians as well, like you are being totally looked after and watched over. You are absolutely safe in everything that you are doing. And that's a message that Spirit really wants to give you right now, okay? And let's go ahead and dive into our astro dice. We're going to roll our zodiac sign dice 3 times to get the top 3 most likely zodiac signs to be in your life in the month of June. So let's see who they are. So we have, I'm rolling the wrong one, South Node. We're going to keep that because I'm sure that that is significant in some way. I don't know why I grabbed the planetary astro dice. Let's dive into the zodiac sign dice this time and see those top 3 zodiac signs. Oh, you know what? I just had an epiphany about why this one came up when we're talking about people in your life. South Node is people from your past. So people from your past might be significant in some way in the month of June. So I'm just going to throw that out there. But for zodiac signs, we also have Libra energy. We also have Pisces energy. And Sagittarius energy. So Libra, Pisces, and Sagittarius zodiac signs seem to be really prominent for your life this month, and also somebody from the past. Clearly, Spirit also wanted to throw that message in there. And then, overall, our last messages, we have Sun in Libra in the 10th house. The 10th house is the house of goals. What goals do you have in life right now? 10th house is also the house of career and achievement, climbing the ladder, attaining success. The Sun, which is connected to strength. Wow, I love that that's coming up for you. So the Sun in Libra, finding more balance in your work, knowing that you are so worthy of having balance. What you put out, you also get back, right? So let's put out fun, fulfillment, right? When we approach work, oh my God, I'm going to give you a little manifestation lesson right now. It's okay. It's coming through. So whenever we're manifesting, let's say that we attach the belief that we have to work so hard and basically break our back in order to make money. Well, when we put that energy into it, that's the energy we get out. We're going to have to suffer to make money because that's the belief and that's the energy and that's the vibration we're putting into it. But if you approach your career and if you approach your work or any goal from this place of fulfillment and this place of fun and this place of abundance and just feeling like I have so much energy and I can't wait to give and I love doing this. I'm going to put my best foot forward and I'm just going to put it all in. I love this. I'm abundant. I am good. High vibe energy. Oddly, you'll notice you'll actually make more money because you're doing it from a place of a full cup. And what's the energy and vibration of a full cup? That's the energy and vibration of abundance. That's the energy and vibration of fulfillment. So what do you get back? You get abundance, fulfillment, and a full cup. That's what you get out of it. So whatever energy you put into something, if you are putting in the energy of lack and hard work and this feeling like I'm not worthy to make more and whatever energy that you're putting into it, that's the energy that the universe is going to bring back to you. So that's a little lesson that I wanted to say because this Libra energy kind of reminded me of that. It's like this give and take, right? It's the scales, it's the balancing. What you give in is what you get back. Okay? It's like if you put in a totally full cup into this side of the scale, what is the universe going to have to balance it out with and give you back? A full cup. However, sometimes we think like, oh, if I work so hard, that means I will make so much money. No. When we put in the cup of hard work, what's the universe going to give you? More hard work. Think about the scales. The universe is going to put in the other side of the scale exactly the energy that you are putting into the universe. The universe will just match it, right? So That's the lesson of the scales. And so, like, I see so many people wanting to manifest like more money, or you know, you could use this example even for love or anything like that. But when they try to attain more money, they really just put in like so much hard work and sweat, and they neglect all of their own needs in order to push forward, and do it. But again, the universe is going to give back to you and match that exact energy. It's going to match, okay, here's more burnout. Here's more hard work for you. Here's more this, you know, and like, so anyway, that's the perfect way to imagine it to help it make sense, right? So anyway, the sun in the 10th house, this is your energy of epiphanies. This is your energy of realizations. This is the self. The sun is the self. This is you balancing your energy with your goals, with your success, with your attainment, with your career, with your money, with moving forward, climbing the mountain, getting higher, and attaining your goals. This is your month of rebalancing and matching energy, the Libra energy. It's matching energy, matching the vibration of what it is that you want. You're getting more into alignment this month, my love. And it's because this is your month where I'm seeing that you're going to start having these realizations of, oh, I need to put my happiness first. I need to put myself first. I need to fulfill myself. I need to have fun. And sometimes we might have a limiting belief that comes up, right? The moon, we might have a limiting belief that comes up that says, no, oh my God, if I take time for myself, then I'm taking time away from all the hard work that I'm supposed to be doing, and then I'm going to lose everything. But the thing is, if you take out all of the hard work from this side, and instead you start focusing on filling your cup, that's going to shift the energy of what you're putting into the scale. Now you're taking away the hard work, so then the universe is also going to be like, oh, let me take away the hard work for a second. Because they're not putting that in anymore. Now they're putting in self-love and fulfillment. Oh, let me put in this side more self-love and fulfillment for them. And part of that is naturally, of course, more abundance, more happiness, more goodness, more stability, more strength, right? So anyway, hopefully that lesson makes sense to end off this reading. I feel like I need to talk about that in a video. I'm surprised I've never talked about that concept before, but that was such a beautiful way to explain it. Anyway, that is your month of June, my love. My group number 4 is massive realizations and transformations about putting yourself first. I love it. And coming back to faith, breaking out of old illusions, old beliefs that were keeping you stuck, finding your self-worth. Oh, I love it. So many good things coming for you through this next month. One little quick thing that I'm going to say about pink tourmaline, which is also known as Rubellite, it helps align you to your purpose and your path. Rubellite is one of my favorite stones because it helps with that. This is like a really interesting kind of Rubellite, but there's also like more polished Rubellite that you can get, and it is pink tourmaline and Rubellite, by the way, are literally the same thing. It's just a different name for it. But yeah, it aligns you to your purpose. It helps give you a boost of energy. And whenever I got my first piece of Rubellite, by the way, I was blown away because it actually aligned me to my purpose and helped me break out of old obstacles and things. And I was just blown away by that crystal. It literally happened like right when I got my first piece of Rubellite. It was really cool. Anyway, I just thought I would share that story with you about pink tourmaline, Rubellite, when I got it. And it's so interesting that that's the crystal that I put on this group because that's literally the energy that you have for the month of June, which is wild. So I just felt called to mention that. But anyway, I am sending you so much love. Thank you so much for joining me here for your June prediction. And until next time, bye. All right, my group 5s, if you chose this pile for your June prediction, let's go ahead and dive right into it. Okay, my group 5s, we actually have quite a similar message to the last group that I'm getting off the bat. It is different. There are differences in this group compared to the last group. However, I just find certain similarities happening. So I wanted to point it out just in case you were attracted to both group 4 and 5 by any means or any chance. It's very interesting that there are some crossovers here. But anyway, starting off with Ace of Pentacles as well as our Queen of Cups, I'm hearing the words investing into yourself, investing into your fulfillment. That is one of the major themes of this month. Perhaps you're already in a state right now where you've been wanting to invest in your happiness, in your fulfillment. Maybe you've been trying to carve out more time for yourself lately. And this is an energy that's going to help build even more through the month of June. I'm seeing like taking time for even like self-care, going and getting a massage, going and doing something for you that's going to fill you up, like cooking your favorite meal, having a spa night, doing things like that. Queen of Cups is about emotional fulfillment. She's also very much about romanticizing life and about beauty as well. So there could even be certain things that you are doing where you're investing your time, your energy, maybe even some of your money in making yourself more fulfilled, putting energy and time into beauty or romanticizing your life. That is coming through really big over here. So maybe there's going to be an opportunity for something like that in the month of June. And then also, I am hearing that this is a month of really improving more on, like, let's take some action, let's have fun, let's be spontaneous, let's laugh. King of Wands is so, like, powerful. And we have 2 kings and a queen right here. The fact that we have 3 court cards, for one, this can indicate that you're surrounded by a lot of people this month. There's going to be like a people focus this month. Perhaps you're like seeing a lot of people. There's a lot of social networking, things like that. But these can also represent different aspects of you as well. So for one, King of Wands is like, let's have fun, let's laugh more, let's get outside more. He's very like, let's take action, let's move more. Perhaps some of you are even more interested in like working out, being more active, doing things that are going to help your body feel more alive, feel more pumped and energized. It can be related to fitness as well, investing into things like that. So perhaps this is like investing into that. King of Swords is about communication, planning things, saying yes to certain things. Also the courage to say no, to uphold boundaries. The fact that we have these cards like all right side up over here, I just feel like is so beautiful because I'm getting this energy of you just stepping into your power. I'm getting this energy that you're going to be surrounded by really supportive people. If there's anything that you need to discuss with anybody, I see it going really well. If there's different, for some reason I heard the word meetings. The word meetings just came to my mind. Like maybe there's going to be some important meetings that are happening through June. And perhaps these meetings are going to go really well. There's a lot of clarity. There's a lot of like progress here. If you are in collaboration with anybody, if you're working with anybody like one-on-one, or you have like clients or things like this through the month of June, I see all of that going really well, going really positively. I see you attracting more people into your life. So if you've been wanting to network or expand yourself within your people or clientele or friend group or anything like this, I'm seeing the expansion of meeting people, getting more people into your circle or into, collaborating work or things like this. The Star card being reversed can be when we've questioned like our direction at times, or maybe we've even questioned our faith and what we believe in. And I feel like this is coming up because this is your month of sort of reinstating faith in yourself and in your future and in where you're going. This is the month of reinstating that, reinvigorating the spark, reinvigorating your direction. Maybe you're even at a time in your life where you're asking for like more confirmation on your direction. Maybe you're wanting more confirmation that you're on the right path, that you're doing the right things. And the fact that we have all these cards coming up right front and center here, I really feel like you 100% are on the right path. And with this Star card being reversed, I feel like this is a month of just like letting go of questioning yourself, over questioning yourself, letting go of having this lack of faith, because I just see like energy is moving forward and you also have people that are encouraging you to move forward. This is a month of taking action. King of Wands being like right side up as our center card. This is a month to take action. Ace of Pentacles can also represent an idea or an opportunity coming in, by the way. It can also indicate a thing that we're wanting to either invest in or put our money towards, such as making a big purchase or things like that. So if there is an idea or an opportunity like that that you've had in your head, or even something career-wise that maybe you've had in your head, or an opportunity again that might unexpectedly show up. It could be all those different things. I know I sound all over the place there, but Ace of Pentacles can represent all of those things. So with this, I feel like there is a new opportunity or a new idea that you will be taking action on, and perhaps even asking other people like, oh, is this the right one? Or should we do this? Or maybe you're even going to get sort of like a little team together to kind of help you with something. Or at least these people are supporting you, giving you advice, giving you guidance on whatever it is that you're wanting to do or invest in or begin. So yeah, there's definitely a new opportunity that is coming through here. And maybe we're wondering, like, I need confirmation that this is the right path. I need confirmation that this is the right thing. So we're going to add some more cards on this to get some more information on this unfolding picture here. So let's see. My group fives, what else do we have for my group fives? Okay. We have the in-between, we have romantic love, and we have liberation. So the in-between, we're stuck in between a choice. There's definitely some sort of new opportunity or new idea that you have that you are contemplating. And maybe you're on the in-between of like, do I say yes? Do I say no? Is it the right choice for me? Is it not? This is something you're just gonna have to ask yourself. Does it feel right to you? Is it something that you want? Is it something that you want? And ask yourself, if there's anything that you are scared of with it, is that just a limiting belief or a doubt or a fear? Or do you question it because you don't actually want it? Okay, so ask yourself that question, and that will help you figure it out of if you should say yes or if you should say no. So our in-between card, we're figuring out which direction we want to go in. Romantic love. Okay, this has different layers that I want to talk about. For one, it can indicate igniting passion in your life. So it doesn't always have to deal with literal romantic love. It can also be igniting passion in your life, romanticizing your life, which is exactly what I was feeling when I first saw the Queen of Cups. If you are in a relationship already, I am absolutely seeing that that relationship is going to bring more fulfilling opportunities, more fulfilling events through this next month. If you are single, I would absolutely dare to say that there is going to be an opportunity of somebody of interest coming in this month. So if you are single and you are looking for that, the fact that we have all of these court cards here, I would not be surprised if there is somebody that you are absolutely interested in. If not, maybe even multiple people, right? Because this could be like the Queen of Cups with like 2 guys after her or vice versa. Again, the cards are usually actually not gender specific, but that's just an example that we have over here since there's 3 cards. So that could definitely be a possibility. However, again, if you are in a relationship, I see that there's going to be more opportunities for romance with you and your person. We also have liberation. So liberating out of things that were making you feel stuck, especially when you felt like you're in the in-between on this idea. Maybe you're stuck between like, do I take action? Do I do this? Or do I just put it off? Maybe I'm not fully decided on if I should take action yet or not. I really feel like this is the month of June, of liberating yourself from staying on that fence. This is time for you to cross the fence and choose which side you want to be on. You either do it or you don't. This is the time to make the decision. We're no longer like standing on the fence and, losing our balance. It's time to make a decision. Which side do you want to be on? And you're liberating yourself from that sort of stuck energy in this month and really just figuring it out. Let's see what else we get for you. My group fives. My group fives, the month of June. Let's see, so we have spring coming out. So we are in spring in the beginning of June, actually. And we also have intention. Wow, these ones came up for another group, I think. But spring, I feel like this is talking about you springing back to life, springing back into action, right? Not that you're springing back into life. You've always been in life, you know what I mean? But springing back into action rather than staying on that in-between. Oh, for some of you, this is a message literally only for like 10% of you. You're going to know, obviously, if this is for you. Some of you have 2 romantic love interests, and you need to make a decision of who you want. Okay, we need to spring into action. We need to pick who we want. I feel like that's going to be a situation that makes itself really apparent this month if that is the case for you in your life. So again, that's literally only for like 10% of you. Discard that if that is not where you are at in life right now. But anyway, intention as well. I feel like there's a lot more intentionality and awareness when it comes to making decisions this month. And I'm also seeing that perhaps you're even setting new intentions for yourself with this King of Swords coming up as well. I'm seeing that you're like setting new intentions of, you know what? I'm going to make this promise to myself. I'm going to dedicate myself to this. I'm going to make this plan. King of Swords can also indicate occasionally signing contracts, making agreements, saying yes to something. So it can also indicate that in some cases as well. So I want to just point that out. And let's go ahead and see what else we get. Okay, my group fives, we had a bunch of cards that just slipped out there. Let's see what they are. So we have familiar steps, reoccurring dreams, continuum, reclaimed truths. Okay, so there could be some like reoccurrent, resurfacing dreams, or it can even be resurfacing different patterns, different other things. And we maybe have to like reevaluate like, oh, do I want to go down those familiar steps again? Or do I want to make a new choice this time? Do I want to take new action and go in a new direction? Or do I want to keep following my same old footsteps and my same old path? We also have spiral of incarnation, past lives, soul blueprint, and karmic patterns. Reading this thing of spiral of incarnation, it makes me feel like, this is a month where you're really wanting to make a new decision. You're not wanting to spiral into the same incarnation again. Not speaking incarnation as in your life incarnation, but incarnation as in, for example, when we make the same choices every day, it leads to the same outcomes every day. And what births from the same outcomes? It's like, or the same choices, it's the same outcomes. So soul blueprint, karmic patterns. I feel like you're breaking out of karmic patterns. You're releasing old karma, even from your past life. You are healing that by making new choices. Reflections of time, surrender, cycles of change, unearthing, and lessons. Wow, reflections of time. This is going to be a huge month of reflecting on old choices, reflecting on old things, so that you can come to a good conclusion on whatever it is that you're in between on. Okay? Because we can't be in between on two different things and like go in two different directions at once. It doesn't work, right? So we're going to have to kind of make a choice. So surrender, cycles of change, unearthing, and lessons. Shadow key, inner waters, disclosure, emotional healing. Wow. There's going to be some opening up. There's going to be some information that is being revealed in the month of June. This could be from somebody, like somebody opening up deeper about their feelings and their emotions. Right? And disclosure can also be when we maybe even have something on our chest that we're needing to talk about and release and disclose. So that's one aspect of the shadow key. It's like anything that we are hiding, or anything that, this can also be like a plan that you've had or a thought that you've had that you're finally ready to take action on and not just stay in the shadows, right? It can also indicate that opening up more. I really feel like there's this opening up energy happening through the month of June for you. Opening up. Oh my gosh, that is a theme. Spirit wants to emphasize that. Opening up. This could be you opening up, which I do feel like on a huge level it is you opening up. And I'm also seeing that perhaps somebody else is going to open up deeper as well. But with that being said, let's go ahead and dive into our Astro Dice to roll this 3 times to get the top 3 most likely zodiac signs to be in your life through the month of June. Okay, we have Leo energy coming up. We also have Scorpio energy. And we have Pisces. Leo, Scorpio, and Pisces. I feel like Pisces has been making an appearance lately. I keep somehow seeing Pisces on here. But let's go ahead and roll all these together now to get any last information for your month of June. So we have the South Node, wow, in Sagittarius in the 3rd house. The South Node represents things from our past. It can represent our past self, our immediate past that we've had. It can also represent people from the past. Being in the third house, I wouldn't be surprised if somebody from your past is coming back into your life. And with Sagittarius, this is an energy of like moving forward or shooting your shot, or I'm also feeling like this could be like a desire that you've been thinking about for a while, where it's like, oh, let's take action on that plan. Let's take action on that idea. This could also be networking as well. Networking, or even running into somebody from your past that helps you expand and introduces you to somebody that is important. Definitely things around the lines of communication, friendships, learning, and your past, things from your past, your desires from your past, your past self. And then moving forward on those things. Also breakthroughs from your past, breakthroughs from like networking and meeting people that help you shoot forward, that help you expand, that help you have realizations. There's definitely like this realization energy. This could also be representing your own mentality, because the third house can be planning, it can be your own mental mind and learning and expanding. So perhaps you're getting out of your past patterns and learning and expanding from them and overcoming them. Overcoming and liberating yourself, from past patterns that have maybe been keeping you stuck in the past. And didn't we have a card that was literally talking about past patterns? I think it was this one. Cycles of change, unearthing lessons. Maybe it was this one, spiral. Oh yeah, past lives, karmic patterns. Yeah. And then reoccurring dreams, like familiar things that keep reoccurring. I feel like you're expanding outside of that. There's going to be a lot of realizations that you're having this month that are going to help you expand and have breakthroughs, so that we're no longer repeating old patterns and old things anymore. So that is what we have for your June prediction. My group number 5s, thank you so much for joining me here for today's video. I am sending you all so much love, and until next time, bye.